anyone can respond. It doesn't take any discipline, awareness, or growth. You respond when someone insults you. When someone cuts you off in traffic, you tailgate like a kid with a steering wheel. But the truth is that reacting is like being a prisoner to your emotions. You let the outside world dominate your inner world, which is the largest error people make every day. The Stoics realized this a long time ago. You have power over your mind, not outside events, remarked Marcus Aurelius, the Emperor of Rome. You will discover strength if you understand this. That's what we're going to do next. These are the 10 strategies to control your reaction so you can stop, breathe, and reply instead of letting your emotions take over. Let's get to the bottom of it. Let's be calm. Let's be really stoic. Number 1, breathe first, speak later. Your breath is the first thing that keeps you from being emotionally stupid. Just picture this. You walk into a room and someone starts talking back to you. That mean word could have come from your boss. It could be a friend who jokes too much about real things. Or maybe it's just a stranger online, typing with smudged fingers behind a fake name. It gets warmer. Your heart beats faster. Your hands get tight. You're already planning your comeback in your head. It will be sharp and funny, but it will probably be something you'll later regret. At this point, most people give up. They answer right away, and they give up their honor, peace, and power when they do this. But you? Stop. You take deep breaths. Not a quick gasp, but a real breath. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out slowly, as if you were letting out a storm without letting it hit the ground. Just that one breath makes the difference between chaos and flow, because you pause in that breath, which is something mentally weak people never learn how to do. During that moment, a miracle takes place. The heart beats less quickly. It lowers the energy. The reacting mind, which is full of anger and fire, fails to hold on. What does it replace? Reason. Handle. Being there. The Stoics called this ability prohairesis, which means the freedom to choose how to react no matter what. Your breath is the way to get there. It does more than just calm. It gives you power. You're taking the first step to keep yourself from becoming a slave to your feelings. In his meditations, Marcus Aurelius, who led armies, ruled countries, and fought daily battles in his own mind, said, "Don't let your imagination be crushed by life as a whole. Don't try to picture all the bad things that could happen. Keep your attention on the present and ask, why is this so unbearable?" Do you see how smart that is? The breath brings you back to the present, to the real world, not to the dream you've made up in your head. Due to the fact that responding is not based on reality, it's because we're afraid of what might happen, proud of how we should be treated, or angry about things that happened in the past. That mental hallucination is broken up by the breath. It brings you back to the present moment and out of the storm. After that, talk like a thinker instead of a fighter. The best part is that no one is expecting it. When they are angry, most people bark. They go off. They fight fire with fire. They are shocked when you just breathe and don't say anything. You make people feel uncomfortable, not by being angry, but by being cool. You want to take over a conversation? Do not yell more. Be quieter for longer. Do not be quiet. While you breathe like a monk with a sword, let the other person move around in the silence. Seneca, who was also a Stoic, said, "No man is more unhappy than he who never faces trouble." That's because he can't prove himself. Don't get it wrong. Everything that makes you angry, hurt, or upset is a chance to show what you can do. Not by beating other people, but by getting control of yourself. That proof starts with a breath. When you breathe, you can start over. You're calmed down from anger. You're clean slate from pride. You're calmed down after fear. People who are slow enough to think before they act are more likely to win when life comes at them quickly, which it really does. This is your rule. Don't talk when your breath is short. When your chest is tight, don't do anything. You should never move when your body is tense. Start by breathing all the time, because you aren't truly yourself until you take back your breath. Also, when you finally do speak, let your words be shaped, not just spat out. Keep your tone calm and thought out instead of angry and hasty. Let the room get tense from how calm you are, because someone who won't be scared is the scariest thing in the world. In that breath, you master how you respond. In that moment, you take back your power. With that breath, you become dangerous in the most controlled way possible. The next time the world puts you to the test, do not clench, do not swear, breathe in peace, and let out power. Then talk if you still need to, but most of the time, you won't. Number 2, turn the situation into a mirror. Take a moment when someone yells at you, insults you, puts down your work, or tries to start a fight. Take a break. Think of yourself as holding up a mirror instead of responding. Because what you're seeing isn't really you, it's just them accidentally telling you something. Anger, jealousy, being petty, and sarcasm are all signs of an underlying problem. That fit of anger, it's not about how you act, it has to do with their pain. They're letting the mess inside them show in public. And most people, they feel it and then give it right back, like a tennis match of fear. But a Stoic doesn't fight back. The mirror is held up by a Stoic. Epictetus said it best. Remember that it is not the person who hits or insults who insults, but the way we see these things as insulting. You see, their attack only works if you think it does. You have to agree with their humor for it to hit home. What you do is the permission slip. Their words are just noise without it. Let us break this down. Someone says you failed. You could protect yourself, yell, or hit back. You could also think, they must feel like a failure to say that. That's not my self-talk. That's theirs. And now you're not emotionally charged. You're free. You didn't take it in. You just mirrored it. When you stop making an insult about you, it turns into an admission. Does this mean you put up with disrespect? Not at all. But reacting from control is not the same as reacting from ego. The first one comes from being smart. The second one is caused by fear. In Meditations, Marcus Aurelius said, when you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be nosy, ungrateful, cocky, dishonest, jealous, and angry. They can't hurt me. Why? Because what they do shows what kind of person they are. And you know not to carry other people's mental trash around with you. The Stoics didn't care much about feelings. They didn't take anything that wasn't theirs. So why should you? People who are mean to you should not be sucked in. Try it, make sense of it, and then put it back on their table. You're not a trash can for their feelings. You are not here to help them deal with their unresolved pain. Like a king behind castle walls, you're here to keep the peace. Say to yourself in your mind, this is a mirror, not a window, when someone puts down you. The truth about you is not being looked into. You can see the other person's hurts, their fears, and their view of the world. It shows how they are, not how you are as a person. And what if you do get upset? Okay. Also, that's your mirror. Ask yourself why it landed. What hurt did that poke? You are now growing. Because you're not only avoiding chaos from the outside, you're also watching how you react inside. This is what it looks like to be a Stoic. Emotional intelligence with a sword of philosophy. Seneca said, the poor person is not the one who doesn't have enough, but the one who wants more. Use that in this case. The weak person is not the one who is insulted, but the one who needs to explain himself. After this, you'll flip the picture. You don't say, they have no right to say that to me. What must be going on inside them to talk like that, you ask? Every argument should be turned into an explanation. Turn every offense into something useful. Change their confusion into what you can see. Be still in response. Show how they're feeling, and leave without taking anything with you. Number 3, practice the 3-second rule. In terms of time, the 3-second rule is very short, but it has huge effects. In those 3 seconds, you can go from a mess to control. In the middle of a fight and a chance. In the middle of sorrow and respect. A wild urge can be turned into a controlled reaction with the Stoic pause. Let's begin. Someone says something annoying or even insulting. Your mind is like a spark. Your ego puts the bullets in the gun. The words are ready to come out as they form on the tip of your tongue. This is how most people respond. You're not most people, though. You are teaching yourself how to react. That's good. 1, you take a breath. 2, you can feel the feeling growing, but you don't let it take over. 3rd, you ask yourself, will what I say help, important, or just pride? Suddenly, that snarky answer doesn't seem as smart. I don't think that insult is worth it. That urge goes away. You just change the code that runs your computer. Most people let their emotions run their lives, but you turned it off. Now understand that this isn't about hiding how you feel. Owning how you feel is important so that it doesn't own you. The Stoics were very good at that. Marcus Aurelius told himself every day, how much worse are the results of our anger and grief than the things that made us feel them. That is, it's not what happens that breaks you. It's how you handle it. There is a safe place between you and the other person when you use the 3-second rule. You can decide if you want to react like everyone else, or should I rise above it all and act like the calm, in-charge storm I'm training to become. A character check is what it really is. That's how quickly you can tell if your ego or your beliefs are in charge. I think the best part is that it gets stronger as you do it more. It seems forced at first. There is silence around you as you clench your teeth, but after some time, that pause is second nature. That state of silence becomes normal for you. And finally, people will respect you just by being there. Not because you talk a lot, but because you speak carefully. He said, first tell yourself what you should be, and then do what you need to do. You have to act like you're calm, strong, and focused, even when it's hard. More so when it's tough. The 3-second rule is easy to understand. It's not easy, though. There's a fight going on in your head. Those who win that battle, they go through life without getting hurt. Not moving, not stoppable. When someone tries to set you off again, remember this. Your first thought is made up of your code. Your second thought is about how you can grow. And your power is what you do after 3 seconds. Because in 1 second, anyone can act, but only people who are dedicated can own the third. Number 4, zoom out like a satellite. You're in it, the heat of the moment. It's like a forest fire inside of you. Someone just insulted you, possibly in a subtle way or bluntly, and your gut tells you to defend yourself. Say something. Show them they're wrong. Stop, though, before you fight back or send that angry message. Take a step back. After that, take another step back. Feel like a spaceship is leaving Earth's orbit as you zoom out. Because everything in your life seems smaller when you look at it from above, even the nonsense. That rude cashier? A blip. What did that friend say that was passive-aggressive? A spot of dust? That insult on social media? Very small. Your rage? As soon as you see it from far away, it's gone. Not because they didn't care, but because they knew what to care about. The Stoics were great at being detached. They kept zooming out and telling themselves that most things weren't worth getting emotionally invested in. Marcus Aurelius, who who was ruler of the known world but was still very humble, wrote, "Think about how much time has passed and how much time lies ahead." When you think about that, is this little moment something to be proud of? To get mad about? When you look farther away, you understand something very important. Most of the things that are making you angry right now won't even bother you in a week, let alone anyone else in a year. And here's the strange thing. When you zoom out, you get bigger. You get more stressed out as the problem gets smaller. That's not how you feel about the drama. You're rising above it like a hawk above a storm. You're no longer afraid of noise. You are wise to notice it. Think about this. Will this matter when you're dying? Do you think this small argument, this traffic jam, or this online bully will really change anything in your life? Is it just noise that's trying to get you to play small? Seneca said, "What bothers people is not things themselves, but how they think about them." When you zoom out, judgment is replaced by truth. It takes your attention off of how you feel and puts it on the facts. You're only going to be here for a short time. The people who make you angry, they're just passing shadows. What was going on? Short term. But what did you do? That can leave a scar that won't go away, or a memory of self-control. How you feel is based on the view from above. It makes small-minded people look weak. It takes the edge off of excitement. It makes anger look silly. When you feel like you can't handle anything, try this. Close your eyes. Think about seeing Earth from space. Then picture yourself as a speck standing on top of another speck and getting mad at another speck over something that has no meaning at all. It's very humble. It's amusing. It feels good. Changes in perspective don't mean you stop caring. As in, you only care about some things. You save your energy for the things that really matter. When you're building empires, you don't waste your power on ants. Take a step back. Get high. Leave the building. Leave the city. Not in the country, outside of the world. Watch your anger fade away until it's gone. For when you rise above it, you don't have to answer every insult. You don't need to get even. You already won because you are too high to hear the noise. Number 5. Respond in questions, not statements. Almost everyone fights to win. Sadists, they want you to understand. When you say something back, you dig in your feet. You build walls. But when you answer with a question, you make room for clarity, truth, and for the other person to fail because of their own inconsistencies. That's what the question does. It changes more than just the tone. It also changes who has power. You are no longer responding with your feelings. The way you're leading the talk sounds more like a calm doctor with a scalpel than a drunk guy with a sword. Let's say someone makes fun of you, attacks you unfairly, or drops an aha bomb on you. "That's not true," is what most people say back. "What do you believe you are?" This is what you always do. You're now in a screaming match, which is great. There is no solution. Everyone looks stupid. But what about the Stoic? He leans back and waits. Why do you see it that way? Or, how did you come to that conclusion? Do you think that's a fair assessment? You're no longer under fire. You're not defending yourself. You're telling them they need to protect themselves. They can't do it half the time. When you shine a light on bad reasoning, it generally falls apart. As the founder of Western philosophy and an early Stoic impact, Socrates built his whole career by asking questions. I'm not answering. Not a fight. Asking. That's what made him dangerous. He didn't need to yell. He only used people's own words to reveal them. This helps a lot when you're feeling sad. When someone insults you, you generally respond with a direct statement. A quiet question takes the edge off, such as, "You never listened to me," they say. People said, "That's not true." "Can you tell me when you felt that way?" was the answer. You've now changed the situation from a fight to a talk. You don't have to agree with them. That means you're strong enough to keep your cool. Epictetus said, "If you want to get better, be happy with being seen as stupid and foolish." He meant, don't rush to show that you're right. Don't let your ego write checks that your knowledge needs to cash. Ask, describe, be interested. Because only people who feel threatened make statements to take charge. The Stoic doesn't rule. He guides. One more advantage is that questions slow things down. You have more time to think after each question. The air gets cooler. It makes the blood calm down. It also says, I'm not here to fight. I'm here to help you understand. That alone stops most fights before they start. A quiet, well-thought-out question can cut through the noise of a fight, even if the other person is expecting you to yell back. It makes me feel lost, strong, and strange. That's the reason it works. And let's be honest, the other person doesn't always know why they're mad. They are only responding. You give them time to think when you ask a good question. You wait for them to answer. During that moment, they may even understand they are wrong. They'll at least understand that you are not someone who can be swayed by chaos in their emotions. From now on, don't explain when things get tense. Ask. Not say anything. Ask. Don't fight back. Ask. Questions don't show weakness. They're as precise as surgery. They are deliberate stillness. That's how smart people stay calm, and how the stupid show who they are. You stay in charge when you ask. If you ask, you'll be fine. Number 6, control your face. It's a billboard. To be clear, your face talks louder than your words. Even before you speak, your eyes, eyebrows, lips, and neck have already told people what you want to say. And most people, they show weakness without being aware of it. They shiver. They make faces. They jump. They roll their eyes like they're not very good at acting in high school. Everyone can see it. More importantly, the wrong people, manipulators, opportunists, and troublemakers, see it and use your face as a gauge to see how weak you are. That's why the Stoics trained their faces the way fighters trained their swords. Marcus Aurelius wasn't just writing in his book to relax. He was also practicing apatheia, which means disciplined calm that doesn't flinch. Even when things were going badly, he didn't let it make him frown. He looked like he'd seen the worst, and he had. This is why you need to be more deliberate about how you speak. You don't need to make funny faces or mean looks. You need to keep being unclear, unmoved, and unattractive. Think about the most powerful people you've ever seen in business, politics, or battle. What do both of them share? Being still. Not nothing. Being still. A cool, sharp, and steady look that says, I see you. I understand, but you don't move me. A wise man is content with his lot. By Seneca is very true in this case, because that lot isn't just money or fame. It's about the emotional hand you're given at all times. You're strong no matter what. Chaos, calm, insults, or compliments. The same attitude. You don't say anything. The important thing is that you shouldn't give people too much power if they can tell how you're feeling just by looking at your face. Something they say sets you off, and your eyes twitch. They get it. When they insult you, your face gets tight. They get it. They make fun of you, push you, and corner you, and you smile, scoff, or glare. Excellent work. You already spoiled the game by what you said. I'm not telling you to be automatic. I want you to be free. You should pick each look you give and not let it get out. You should be able to hear the stupidest, rudest, and silliest thing someone says and say, nothing. A face that is still, a blank look. A phrase that means, I don't rise for fools. This is how the Stoics protected their minds. There were times when it wasn't words or deeds. A lot of the time, it was still. Because being still, that's very scary. When things are still, people start to doubt their attack. When there is stillness, noise stops. The front of your body is your face. It's the edge of your mental range. And if you don't protect it, you'll show that you're weak before you even speak. So start training little by little. The weird silence? Keep a calm face. The rude thing? Being still. The tone of passive aggression? Look calmly. The praise given in a mean way? One slow blink. Be still and let that speak for itself. Say something like, "In my mind, I've already beaten this situation." Because if you feel strong, you don't have to shout to show it. Your face is your sign. When you walk into a room, your quiet says everything. When you're in a fight, your calmness steals the show. People can't shake you when they can't read you. That's strong power. That's protection for Stoics. Wear your face like a stone mask, not to hide that you're weak, but to show that you don't care about chaos, because your enemies won't be able to see what makes you sad. They have no power over you. Number 7. Learn from Stoic gods. Imagine that you're the strongest man in the world. Every choice you make is felt on other countries. There is war on the borders, sickness in the towns, political snakes in your court, and your health is getting worse. Still, you write to yourself every morning to tell you not to take things personally, to not act like a fool, to keep your center. Marcus Aurelius was that person. It wasn't for fame that he wrote. Meditations was his own personal journal. No one to watch. Do not applaud. As he tries to stay still in the storm, he is at war with both the world and himself. Trying to answer, not just react. Choose not to be hurt, and you won't feel hurt, he wrote. Don't worry, you haven't been hurt. Who has that kind of mind? A thought that chooses to be offensive. A trained mind can tell the difference between chaos outside and calm inside. A mind that doesn't just control other people, but also itself. It's because of this that Marcus is still read today. Not because he beat other people, but because he beat himself. The Stoics thought that was what made him special, not his crown, not his soldiers. But what counted most was that he could control his reaction. You don't need armies, you don't need a throne, you just need to think that way. Remember Marcus when someone treats you badly. Remind yourself of Marcus when you feel misled. When everything is on fire and you want to scream, run away, or fall down. Remember that Marcus said the best way to get back at someone is to not be like them. Take that in. Your anger isn't your strongest trait. There is control. Your words are not your most powerful tool. It's your skill to keep quiet, to act like a god when everyone else acts like a child. It wasn't just Marcus either. Even though Seneca was in jail, on trial, and supposed to be killed, he still wrote, "We suffer more often in our minds than in reality." He worked out his mind every day. He imagined being insulted, losing, and having failures, and mentally got ready to handle them with grace. Epictetus taught his students that freedom doesn't depend on your situation, even though he was born a slave, had health problems, and was owned by another man. It comes from inside. What happens to you doesn't matter as much as how you deal with it, he said. It's not the first time someone has made you feel bad, or gotten hit, or made angry. You can be one of the few people who doesn't say anything, though. With power, with an expression that says, "You don't move me." Those were the things the Stoic gods did. They didn't yell out of anger, they kept it in. They didn't ask for respect, they showed it. The insult didn't make them jump. They just ignored it like thunder in the distance. They didn't need to answer. Why? They were sure of who they were. You need to create a calm that is so strong that no storm on the surface can shake you. So clear that misunderstanding stays away from you. A presence that is so solid that weak men fall over when they talk to you because of all the noise around them. In other words, you don't need to be Marcus Aurelius. But when someone tries you, or when life makes you feel bad, your ego tells you to fight back. Show them. Take a break. Take deep breaths. Say to yourself, I don't have to make this into something. In your mind, you should walk away like a king or queen, because you are that way. Number 8. Responding is grown-up energy. Take a look. The world will be full of children who have grown into adult bodies and are slamming doors, honking in traffic, and having digital tantrums on social media. They feel like they are still 3 years old inside. Someone doesn't agree with them? Oh no, a breakdown. Someone makes a rule? Right away, victim mode. Does someone say no? When you take away their favorite toy, they blow up like crazy. Why? Because it's easy to reply. It's energy that isn't fully grown yet. It's the default state of a mind that isn't trained. But doing something? That's what grown-ups do. Not just by age, but also by how well they can control themselves. When you have grown-up energy, you get angry, but you don't do anything about it. You don't fight back right away, even though you feel humiliated. You want to brag, strike out, or get even, but you decide not to. First, you control, then you react. That's strength. That's being present. It was Seneca who said, "A man who is angry is not only overcome by pain, but fights with pain." So when someone hurts you and you lose it, the fight is not against them, but against yourself. It's losing for you, because you've let your feelings take over your adulthood. Responding is the best move because it shows that I don't have anything to prove. There is no need to win the fight. There's no need to bark more. There's no need to match the crazy. As an adult, you can put up with nonsense and still feel alive. It's letting someone try to get you angry, being quiet or wise in response, never fire. The best way to get back at someone is to not be like them, wrote Marcus Aurelius. In other words, don't bend down. Do not copy. Don't act like they do. You're not a reflection of their chaos. You're the wall it hits and slides off of, without anyone noticing or being impressed. Finally, let's talk about respect. Because answering with respect is proper. It helps you stay calm when things get tough. And that kind of self-control? That doesn't happen often. That looks good. How is he not losing his cool right now? People ask. Because grown-ups don't do anything. They judge. They change. Then, if needed, they answer. And most of the time, they don't. Here's a workout that will help you get stronger as an adult. When someone tries to trick you, picture yourself as a child, watching from the corner. How do you want to be seen? The part of you that couldn't hold back before is now watching you breathe, smile, walk away, and stay still. That's being a leader. That's how you change your emotional heritage. So every time you don't react, every time you stop, breathe, and reply calmly, you're telling the universe, I've moved up. I no longer fight in the mud. You can still be angry, annoyed, or sad, but you choose not to use those feelings as weapons. You let them go by like clouds. That's not being weak. That's being an adult. It's called stoic muscle. Number 9. Choose silence as a weapon. There is a type of power that doesn't shout. It doesn't make a move. It doesn't move or flinch. It just stares back quietly, and in that silence, it breaks down the other person's whole act. That's what being quiet does. It gets right to the heart of the matter. It takes away all the filler, drama, and noise, leaving you like a dangerously silent gun that's ready to go off at any moment. For that reason, being quiet isn't just a reaction. It's a plan. When someone tries to provoke anger or insult you by throwing bait at you and you don't respond, it's not passive there. That is accuracy. They are letting their emotional energy bounce off of your defenses and hit them. A lot of people believe that quiet is dying, that you've given up if you don't clap back. Not right. You're not even worth a word, says silence. I don't understand how you feel. I don't have time for this argument. It leaves the battlefield empty, and guess what? A lot of people can't live in that vacuum. They start to move around. Idle talk, having the same effect, making more noise, trying harder to make you angry. So they can't change the script without your response. The Stoics really liked this strategy. Seneca got good at it. He wrote, "Anger that isn't controlled is often worse for us than the injury that makes it happen." And deciding to say, nothing stops anger like nothing else. Say someone makes fun of you in front of other people. The room gets tense. Everyone is waiting for you to come back, but you just turn away after giving them a short, calm look that they can't read. Proceed. No defense. Not a story. What takes place? You win. It was cold and hard to forget, not in a loud, chest-thumping way. You act like it doesn't bother you. You show that you are in charge by being detached. And that quiet? That makes people remember it. It's creepy. People try to avoid silence because it makes them look at themselves, which they don't want to do. To be clear, being quiet doesn't mean you're weak. It doesn't mean you're okay with rudeness. It means you pick your fights and stand your ground. You don't use your voice for things that won't make a difference. To put it another way, reacting means having someone else pull you into their story. The book is closed with silence. It means your chaos ends where my calm begins. This is why being quiet is a shield as well as a tool. It keeps your energy safe. How you look, your peace. And the more you use it, the tougher you can be hit. When someone insults you, tries to trick you, or makes you angry, what will you do? Do not move, do not talk, just be still, quiet, and unmoving in the middle of the storm. Say with your quiet, "You don't deserve my response, and I don't need your approval." Because the real powerful people almost never have to shout to show it. Number 10, treat reactions like junk food. Just think about it. Why do people like cheap food? It's quick, it costs little. Right now it feels good. That sweet hit, that salty crunch, that dopamine rush right away. Then what? After 10 minutes you're heavy, quite slow. I'm guilty. You might even be a little angry with yourself. You say, never again. Having an emotional response is the same thing. That quick coming back, that ranting on the spot, that dramatic roll of the eyes, or computer battle. In the beginning it feels great. Following, it goes bad. You feel bad about it. You play it again. You're not big. You didn't answer. You ate a lot. This was very clear to the Stoics. Epictetus didn't just say, don't be angry. He explained why that was a good idea. He warned, anyone who can make you mad becomes your master. Hit that. They have power over you if they can pull a string and make you bark, growl, whine, or blow up. You're not strong, you've been trained, they are in charge of you, not you. That's what coming back does. It's mental junk food that someone else is giving you. You have to pay for it. To get high for a short time, you give up power, peace, and energy. Now change the order. Let's say you decide to reply instead of react. You take a break, you take deep breaths, thoughts. You pick the words you want to use or none at all. You're clean, calm, and free when you leave. That is the same as eating healthy food. It might not give the same spike, but what about after? You feel better. Better for your health. It's also addicting, just like real junk food. Once you do it, your brain loves it. It remembers how fast it was. That way, the next time someone says something that bothers or triggers you, your body gets ready for another hit. But a controlled mind doesn't give in to those urges. It picks what will feed in the long run over what will satisfy right now. Every day, Marcus Aurelius asked himself, is this necessary? That question applies to everything, even when you're angry or upset. Is that comeback really necessary? Do you need to go on that rant? Or do you just eat chips to feel good about yourself? You start to say, "I don't need this," when you start to think of responses as junk food. "This is going to make me feel worse. This doesn't fit with the person I'm making," because that's what it's all about, who you are. Every time you act like a fool, you make yourself look like someone who is easily swayed by their feelings. When you react with strength, you reinforce the idea that you are someone who is getting stronger emotionally. Elite players don't eat a lot of junk food every day. Stoic fighters don't cry over mean things said to them, because real strength doesn't want to hit quickly. It picks stability. It picks discipline. It picks what's best for the long term. Here is your new eating plan. Don't make snap decisions. Don't act defensively. Don't want the last word. Don't snack on small things. Moving forward, your mental fuel will come from being clear, being still, response to a thought. Because you feed the best version of yourself every time you don't respond, every time you choose stillness over acting on impulse. And the more you do that, the tougher it is to hurt you. When someone tries to give you a bag of emotional trash, just smile. Say no thanks, and leave filled with peace, not poison. Being numb is not the same thing as controlling your response. It's about following rules. No, it's not censorship, it's a plan. You stay still while everyone else blows up. You talk slowly while they scream. You react while they react. The Stoics knew that this wasn't just theory, it was a way to stay alive. You now know it too. If someone tries to poke the bear, be the rock next time. They are ready for the blast. Keep quiet for them. They're ready for fire. Give them some rock. They want chaos. Be calm when you answer. If this movie helped you get in that frame of mind, leave a comment below with the word Stoic to show that you're no longer scared.